idea at the time was that I just recently bought a property and I would like to rent it out. So renting out this property was important to me to help me make up my ends at the end of the month. So the idea was that this company was offering to renovate my apartment as well as help me to find tenants for it. And so we came to an agreement. They said they knew what kind of tenants that would like to rent my place and the type of design that would fit these tenants or attract these tenants as well. After meeting up once with the company, I went off and of course did everything online. Then I received the quotation online, I received the agreement online. And so a lot of negotiations or even conversations happened online after because we were still in COVID. So it was difficult or rather uncomfortable to meet people physically often at the time. This was before MCO 3. I think they were pushing me to, of course, sign the renovation contract very fast and, of course, transfer the money, which I did as well. I transferred altogether about 22,000 ringgit in total. And after 1 month, no renovation was done at all. This was when we moved to CMCO, right? Of course, I could understand that perhaps because of CMCO, things couldn't as fast. And so hence I thought, okay, you know what, maybe I should rethink this. And I got a call from the sales agent, right, that he was leaving the company due to some dissatisfaction as well as some houses that also weren't renovated, although the money has been given. And so when I asked for a refund, the company could no longer give it to me. I entered a group which other owners was also having the same issue as well. And we all as the owners together came in order to try and get our money back by negotiating with the owners of that company. But what happened was, of course, they said they were going to pay and come up with a agreement to pay installments, which I agreed to, and I signed the agreement as well. But over time, up to even now, I have only received a single payment of 2,000 ringgit and nothing else. Although every time when we ask and push for the payment to happen, the answer is that it's COVID, it's difficult for us to run our business, and they're unable to pass us the money. And I think in due time, after almost a year already, we realized that these are just delay tactics because every email that I got was that the money will be credited in 14 days. When it reaches 14 days, the money is not there, and they say another 14 days. I made a police report, I think 1 or 2 weeks back, to tell them of my situation. However, the problem is that in Malaysia, when it comes to when there's agreement, it's no longer considered as a scam, which unfortunately, I think in this case, as long as you have a black and white contract, then anyone can get away with it and protected by the company as well, which is worse. I did my own background check. I did my own SSM check as well. What made me convinced that this person or this company was credible was because of the many news articles that came out about the company, as well as mutual friends that we had. But I never did call any of my friends to ask them their opinion. It was merely Facebook mutual friends or LinkedIn mutual friends, which now I realize could have been just added. And I think it's probably one of the most operandi as well to sometimes when it comes to scams, to make sure that they have mutual friends with you, so that you build that sense of credibility and confidence in a person. All their promise is actually to renovate the apartment as well as provide insurance for the homeowner and a guarantee of about 4,000 ringgit, which is a sizable sum of money for rental. I think the biggest advice that I have to people is that, one, if a deal is too good to be true, take 10 steps back and think it through. Reason why is because I think there's always a catch. Nothing is always too good, too easy to make money. It doesn't work that way, right? Second of all, really check documents black and white to ensure that you have all of it. Do background checks on companies.